A 14-year-old boy was found this morning on Palatka Boulevard with traumatic injuries. He had obviously been struck by a vehicle.
That's St. Johns County Sheriff's Office Lieutenant George Harrigan on social media Friday, notifying the public of a hit and run. Liz Ryan has more.
14-year-old Macelyn Mooney was hit by a vehicle at the intersection of Palatka Boulevard and Carpenter Avenue on Friday morning, and the police are asking for your help.
If you live in this area, please review any exterior footage you have, surveillance video at your residences. And if you were traveling in this area, maybe between 5:30 a.m. and the time the child was found at 6:45, please think about anything you saw that was out of the ordinary or unusual or other vehicles on the street.
Investigators have identified and interviewed the suspect and have seized the vehicle involved in this hit and run. This continues to be an active investigation as investigators continue to gather and process evidence. If you know anything about this and wish to remain anonymous, contact Crime Stoppers at 888-277-8477. Macelyn Mooney is at a local trauma center and remains in critical condition. Allie Coleman from the First Baptist Church of Hastings is spearheading a fundraiser for Macelyn through the church.
We didn't want to take away from donations with all the processing fees and all that. Maybe it'd just be better if we set up a designated fund through the church, then we could raise as much money as possible through donations and then give it, like I said, 100% to the family.
This will be a long, difficult, and expensive road for Macelyn and his family. If you can donate, go to the First Baptist Church of Hastings website or Facebook page. According to a post by the church, if you see a GoFundMe for Macelyn Mooney, it's a scam.
This local news is a service of your hometown Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you.
It was just an honor to represent the people from St. Johns County and to hear from them what's important to residents of St. Johns County.
Liz Ryan caught up with State Senator Tom Leake at one of his first public meetings of his first term Friday.
It comes but once a year. The state legislative delegation meeting is residents' annual chance to meet with their legislators face to face. These are some of the concerns Senator Leake heard from his constituents.
Obviously, traffic is an issue. Obviously, flooding is an issue.
More specifically,
the Gulf World Village intersection is a big concern, and I think rightfully so. So we got to figure out where that is within the 5-year work plan of the DOT and see how we can advance that as a priority.
People representing community groups and charities were lined up at the podium, everyone looking for their piece of the pie in the upcoming budget. I asked Senator Leake how he prioritizes all these requests.
First thing I do is I make sure the ask is something that's consistent with my principles. The second thing that I do is I lean heavily on the locals for what is important to them. So if your county commission brings something forward, a city brings something forward, then it's more likely to be a priority of mine. So you have to hear what people are saying to you and rely on them to guide you on what your priorities would be.
Tomorrow, we'll bring you what Representative Kim Kendall had to say at the meeting. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Liz Ryan.
Heads up drivers, State Road A1A southbound, you will no longer be able to pass drivers coming after the South Beach access.
The Florida Department of Transportation is making part of A1A safer in South Ponte Vedra Beach.
The new no-pass zones will start at the GTM South Beach access. That's the Guana, Talamado, Matanzas South Beach access, and will continue down to Yellow Bill Lane.
FDOT's Jacob Pickering says changes like this are critical to the department's Target Zero initiative to reduce traffic fatalities and serious injuries to zero.
Our FDOT safety studies have shown that this area of A1A is in need of a no new pass zone due to the amount of incidents that we've had on this roadway involving speeding and passing within the past 5 years. So the FDOT study has pronounced that this is needed. So this is a safety project, and this is basically done throughout the studies that we've had over the past 5 years in this section of A1A South.
Pickering says work to install the new striping starts today.
The new striping that you will see will basically be solid lines all the way down with new signage put up as well. It'll be sort of a rolling roadblock where folks may have to undergo a flagging operation in the middle of the day during non-peak hours, but it shouldn't require any full-on detours of A1A South.
For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Daryl Moody.
And now you're up to date with St. Augustine's Local Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.